that I can't seem to find. When I go to reach it, just leaves my mind. Waking with a note. How could a poem hold the way I see your soul? All the colors, all the feeling, all the wonder of your being. I slip into a cold and step outside. A dark and quiet road appears out of the smoke. It leads me to a valley, secret emerald grove of cedar trees.